First question, please, Steve Larkin.
Thanks, Megas. Hi, Pat. I guess twofold. Just your mood at the moment after such a tough day, and be a quick reflection of I guess your tactics and the declarations and batting on in the test, and thank you.
Yeah, I think first of all, probably my main emotions just pretty wrecked just walking off the field, but that's as expected, and I'll be fine. I think it's just a really good test match. I think there's a couple of chances there that if we perhaps had taken them, might have been different. But really proud of how we played. We really satisfied with the last 5 days. So I'd say they're the main emotions. In terms of tactics, I think overall I wouldn't change too much, to be honest. I thought it was batting into day 3 gave us that chance to really have a crack at them on day 3. Probably went better than we would have expected. But over here, the wickets are pretty good. We try and bat 2.5 days on the best time on the wicket, hoping that it's going to break up on day 4 and 5. And held together pretty well. They batted well. So I think overall, happy.
Andrew McGlashan, please.
Thanks, Brian. Hey, Pat, can you quite get your head around a game that goes from you guys getting 6 wickets in a session like you did in that 3rd day to then the toil you've had for 170 overs for 7 wickets? Was it conditions? Was it 2 great innings? Was that just a bizarre session on the 3rd day? How do you kind of explain it?
I think it's all those things. Welcome to Test cricket. I think reverse swing bowling, can have a real factor on the game, especially if you get a breakthrough. If you get a new batter in, they've got to start to a reversing ball. Things can move really quickly. If that doesn't happen, I think reverse swing's still useful, but it's not, all it's kind of cracked up to be sometimes. But I thought, Bubba, Rizwan, Shafiq, I thought they all batted fantastically the last 2 days. We still kind of knew the wicket was not playing too many tricks, but I thought they batted superbly and made it really hard to get that breakthrough. And when we did, the next guy that walked out stuck at it as well.
Cheers, Pat.
Lockie McCurdy, please.
Thanks, Brian. Hey, Pat. It's a few times now, I guess the guys in the last 2 years have fallen just short in that 4th innings in terms of bowling the opposition out. Is it something that's spoken about much in terms of trying to change up tactics when it comes to the last innings? And what do you think needs to change going forward just to be a bit more consistent in getting those 10 wickets in the final innings?
Yeah, we've had a few instances. I think the positive thing is, each time we've created more than 10 chances. I think, probably disappointing thing this game as well. We took a couple of those catches. It might have been a different scenario. We kept reviewing it. I think, even having 2 spinners today in those conditions, I thought we bounced between different plans really well. I felt like, I walked off the field at the end of the day's play, yesterday as well as today, without feeling like there wasn't something I hadn't tried, or there wasn't a plan that we hadn't given a really good chance at. So, we'll look at it for sure going into next week. But, I wouldn't discount how well they batted as well.
Tom Deason, please.
Hey, Pat. Rightly or wrongly, people will analyse how Mitch Swepson went in the last innings there. It's obviously spinners are sort of the microscopes on them to get the job done. Just your thoughts on how he bowled and Nathan as well.
Yeah, I thought Sweppo bowled fantastically today. I don't know how he's ended up with those figures. Especially that middle session before tea. He had an umpire's call. He had a couple of, half chances dropped off his bowling. Lots of play and misses. I just thought it was fantastic. Even, today he started to spin a bit more, especially the second half of the day. But the way he was able to be a real wicket-taking option, even off a really good wicket, without really foot marks to the right-handers. I was just really impressed with how he went about it. not surprised, but he was just, very easy as a captain to call on his bowling. So I thought he did fantastically well. And, Nathan, I thought he bowled well, particularly today. I felt like he was, just going to get a wicket every over, really. Whenever I took off him to bowl Starkey or myself, I felt like it was a hard decision to make because I felt like he was so close to a wicket all day. So, really happy. Thought they did well.
We've only got time we've got time for 3 more questions now. Mel Farrell, Bharat and Andrew Ramsey.
Thanks, Moses. Hey, Pat, it felt like in a way that you guys had played for 3.5 days, almost the perfect test, sort of in these conditions to be really in control of the time, the pace and everything. Does that make it harder for you to sort of swallow the fact that you end up going into the 3rd test and it's still a 0-0 draw?
I think you could probably say the same for Pakistan last test match. So, I think it's harder. I think we gave ourselves a really good opportunity this test match, especially after the first kind of 3 innings of the game. So I was really proud and happy about how our team played. In foreign conditions, we're showing that we're able to adapt and play well over here. But of course, getting so close, so far ahead of the game and not coming out with a result can feel like it's a missed opportunity. Good thing is it's 0-0. We didn't lose anything. There's another game next week. I think coming over here in these conditions at the start of the series, if you said it was going to be 0-0 after 2 games, you'd probably take that.
Bharat, please.
Thanks, Brian. Hey, Pat, just a quick one about the finish itself. Once you took that 3rd new ball, you and Mitch Stark bowled an over each, and then you just bowled out with spin. Was that just because you thought there was more in it for the spinners, or especially when the tail ended? Maybe could you have gone to yourself or Starkey one plus a little more?
Yeah, just felt like with the spin, there was basically every 6 balls in the over was asking really tough questions. There wasn't any swing. There's no swing with the reverse ball either, and the pitch didn't feel like it was playing too many tricks for us quick bowlers. So. Just ran out of time. I felt like the last 10 overs. So, just felt like the spinners were a better option.
Last question now, please. Andrew Ramsey.
Thanks, Brian. Hi, Pat. It's probably a bit early to look forward to the next test, but after bowling 170 overs and a 4-day turnaround, do you have concerns about guys' ability to back up, or do you just have to sort of factor that in and get on with it?
You factor it in, but get on with it. Just have a little walk around there. Everyone's fine. There's no big injury concerns. We knew it was a 15-day tour, basically back to back. I think that's why we kind of protect ourselves in the last day of the last test match. We know what we've kind of signed up for, so we'll put everything into the next week. We've got 4 days now, so 1 extra day than what we had before this test match to recover, but we've got a full contingent if we need to call in anyone. The quick bowlers, Starkey and I and Greeny all bowled kind of between the 20 and 35 overs or something like that. So not a huge workload. Probably the spinners, make sure they're looked after.
Thank you very much, everyone. Take care. Speak to you in Lahore. Thank you.